Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen a video of Mutahi Kahiga, the governor of Nyeri, celebrating the death of Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, I want you to be keen and understand whatever is happening that some hawaoni. Nimeona ODM led by the chairperson of ODM, Gladys Wanga, now blaming Rigathi Gachagua is the one alituma Mutahi Kahiga. Lakini, I have a contrary opinion. Kumbuka, Mutahi Kahiga na Rigathi Gachagua walikosana kitambo. Mutahi Kahiga is a close ally of William Samoei Ruto. He is being used by the state to create a rift between Kikuyus and Luos.
Na inyo Mutahi magara isita rita ko na ko ya ko na ko na ko ito to ni la radio na ko yo to aro suno to ito to ke pia da daki ya kana ke deu to akiga tele ga ina ke aro ka ka ke mo to aro ga deu ko ro ni ake ko gore no ando ya to ya ko ba ma le to ma jo ke dro en ke to le ba ko le ra ke mo ke de so ko ra ya ko pia ga ina ke no ya ke ya ga ma ko ya koma kakayo ile tibiwa sio ajira yake ona kete kule robo na kupita na mara kwa bana mtu ya kupata baba ake moya tegala ya ya roho
Remember, an NIS report after the burial of Raila has revealed that William Ruto's support in Luo Nyanza dropped from 70% to 50%. And that they were at par with Kalonzo Musyoka on popularity index there. That is, of course, when the state brokered a deal with Mutahi Kahiga to make such outrageous remarks, so that the bad blood between Luos and Kikuyus should re-emerge. Now, first, to implicate that Gachagua, as it will be seen, his men in court are celebrating, and second, so that Luos should associate or disassociate. Should disassociate from Kalonzo once they see Kikuyus embracing him. And that is why today, Gladys Wanga, the chairperson of ODM, led by ODM delegates, wamekuwa na press briefing, wakisema anyone associating with Rigathi Gachagua is not their friend and they cannot join them.
Of Raila Amolo Odinga. And we know that there is politicians like Kahiga who in the life of Raila Amolo Odinga have used him as a bogeyman to scale their own political heights there. But it is shocking that they continue to make Raila a bogeyman in his death. And what I know is that Kahiga does not speak for himself. Kahiga is the spokesperson of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua mocked Raila's illness and asked whether he was a virus and whether Kalonzo was a bacteria. To date, Rigathi Gachagua is yet to mourn Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga, who braved political tensions to go and mourn his brother, the late Nderitu Gachagua. And therefore, we note now that anyone who associates with Gachagua and his ilk like Kahiga cannot be our friend. The line is drawn. Any person who associates with Gachagua, Kahiga, they cannot be our friends. Whether they are in our party or outside our party. Kahiga has drawn the line to mock to mock, he has crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed that line now. To mock Raila Odinga in his death, to mock him in his life, we could respond. But to mock him in his death, no. Any person who associates with Gachagua, with Kahiga, with that lot, can never, ever be our friend. Because the principle is, the enemy, the friend of your enemy is your enemy. This morning at 9 o'clock, we have a meeting of the Council of Governors. And I, as the chairperson of the party, will be moving a motion to remove Kahiga as the vice chairman of the Council of Governors. He can lead in his village, but he cannot lead us at a national level. That's true. I want to.
In other words, they want to create a scenario here, a scenario here, that now the sentiment of Mutahi Kahiga, as they are now relating with that the man behind all this is Rigathi Gachagua, that now Kenyans will come out and say, especially Nyanza, afadhali William Ruto. Afadhali William Ruto. Wakenya msichezewe. This is a narrative of Githinji, aka William Samoei Ruto. I've seen it. Now, by the way, William Ruto is there to create a scenario that will ensure that Luos and Kikuyus will not meet. Oh yes, mark this. You will not meet. Mutazidi tu kupigana poop, 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 poop. William Ruto akipita katikati. Wow. And because William Ruto has realized the only thing that will bring a real rift in between Luo nation and Kikuyu nation is by bringing someone, and by the way, I've seen Mutahi Kahiga apologizing.
Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans. I want to take this moment to address issues that have emanated from a vernacular clip that is circulating in social media. From the very onset, I want to sincerely apologize to our mourning nation, to the family of the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Molo Odinga, Mama Ida, her children Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, Honorable Senator Oburu Odinga and Honorable MP Ruth Odinga, and other siblings and their larger extended family, the ODM fraternity, and the Luo nation and Kenyans at large. And to my colleague leaders from all sides of the political divide for any harm that it has elicited. The clip was taken while attending a burial in my home village, and my remarks were in no way celebratory. What I meant is that under the current broad-based government, we have seen skewed development and politically the loss of the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga sent everyone back to the drawing board. As the popular saying goes, God takes the best, and it is in this context that I made those remarks in vernacular. Let me also make it clear that the remarks I made are my personal views and therefore should in no way be associated with the community's position or any political affiliation, nor the Council of Governors. Finally, in noting the huge public interest that this issue has generated, I am taking responsibility of the real and perceived meaning of my remarks, and as a result, therefore, I have decided that with immediate effect, I am going to step down as the Vice Chair of the Council of Governors. And as I do that, I also pray that the soul of the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga continue resting in eternal peace.
I've seen Mutahi Kahiga apologizing. But let me tell you, Mutahi Kahiga is not stupid and is not a madman. Ask yourself, when this video came out first, the first people to get the video were UDA bloggers. They were UDA bloggers. To prove that this one of many schemes by William Ruto, no action will be taken against Mutahi Kahiga. Not even ODM governors calling for his ouster as COG vice chair. And I've not seen. But now, Mutahi Kahiga has rendered himself and he has resigned from the vice chair of the Council of Governors. Wakenya munachezewa. Eriuli yenyu ikue juu. And by the way, I've realized that some Luo members of parliament, they are taking that advantage to show their people, wale wanasherekea kifo ya Raila, so that the common mwananchi can sympathize with them. Let me tell them, you rather look at some mechanisms that will make you be re-elected or elected. Stop riding on some schemes that William Ruto has employed on the ground to ensure a rift that is going to continue in between Luo nation and Kikuyu nation is to benefit him. And so some Kikuyus will say, afadhali William Ruto than the team of kina Gachagua. Then Luo nation will come out, some Luo nation and say, afadhali William Ruto than akina Gachagua. This is a scheme of William Ruto. And I want you to listen to this. It is a scheme. Musichezewe na musilete upusi na hii serikali. Na wengine hao MPs wenye walikuwa na kuamilia koti ya Raila washajua kwamba siasa yao imerudi chini na inaanguka. Hakuna vile mtachezewa na mmeangalia tu. I've seen everyone condemning Mutahi Kahiga. You want to tell him Mutahi Kahiga ni mjinga? Munakumbuka wakati alikuja aka-insult Man Nation, akatusi wa Masai vibaya, then later akakuja aka-apologize. This was a political scheme of William Ruto. The same thing is repeating. The same man who humiliated, mocked the Man Nation, Masai, is coming back to create a rift in between Luos and Kikuyus. mi wakati wa Kikuyus na Wajaluo manapigana, nawaangalia tu. The man who is best towards playing tribal politics is none than other William Ruto. He will play it very well. Innocently. Hata wakati impeachment ya Rigathi Gachagua, alinyamaza ni kama mtu wako innocent, mtoto amezaliwa leo. Then later after impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, he confessed. He said he was the man behind the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Today, Mutahi Kahiga is coming out to say such nonsense, celebrating the death of Raila, to show that Kikuyus are celebrating the death of Raila Odinga. Surely, stop generalizing Kikuyus. We have Kikuyus who love Raila. They mourn Raila until today. Some of them, they don't believe. So you people, especially members of parliament from Nyanza, now telling Kikuyus, don't ever step Bondo. Don't ever step in Bondo. Surely, you're generalizing Kikuyus. You are generalizing Kikuyus. And I think Mutahi Kahiga should be called or summoned na ashikwe na tujue mwenye umbwa ni nani. Munadanganywa ati ni Rigathi Gachagua ndiye alimtuma. Is a big lie. I'm not a Rigathi Gachagua supporter, but raise your senses and see how Mutahi Kahiga's statement, there is a man behind the scene who is creating this rift. And by the way, alishamaliza papasi yake na amekuja akapologize, hiyo story itaisha hivyo. Mkichezewa upusi tu, alafu Wakenya wengine, Wakikuyu na wabaya, Wajaluo na wabaya, mutabaki hapo mkipigana. Then these leaders are enjoying. They are enjoying. And by the way, they are preparing how they're going to have again the second term. Mkiacho hapa mkilemana, Kikuyus, Luos, Kikuyus, Luos. Bure kabisa. You must be told mwenye umbwa iko. Now hii mwenye umbwa hako kwa serikali. Very senior man. And he will continue doing that again and again. And we will tell them, we are mourning Raila, but those ambao walikuwa wanakuambilia koti ya Raila, be informed. Na ujue campaign ni nini, ujue kubrand magari ni nini, mjue kununua posters ni nini, na mjue kufanya maendeleo kwa ground ni nini? Sasa wanataka kuanza kutafuta sympathy. Oh, Gachagua ni mbaya. Oh, Gachagua ni ana celebrate kila hata wakati walikuwa na kuna vijana walikuwa na celebrate Babu Owino pale wakati Raila tangazo amekufa. Wakaanza kuimba babu. Oh, Gachagua ndiye ametuma hao watu. Oh, really? Gachagua. Come on. Na Wakenya bado wana ride tu kwa hiyo. Gachagua. Hapa mtumie kichwa wa Kenya hapa. Ama hao wanasiasa wamegundua nyinyi ni fools. Na watawa ride over you. At the end of 2027, Ruto amejitangaza. Mnabaki hapo kukampeni na kupigwa risasi. Na tear gas. Oh, Ruto must go. Ruto na saa hii ana create rift in between two tribes. Na Ruto hataki two tribes ikutane, Luos na Kikuyus. For more updates, ladies and gentlemen, ensure you subscribe to this channel, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Bye bye till you meet in another video.